So this week, I saw someone get their life taken on camera, and it was extremely disturbing to me. 40 years old, I've never seen anyone have their life taken in any way, and so immediately when I saw it, it made my stomach hurt, and I cried. And 2 days later, I'm still just not really feeling too great because I can't unsee that. The video played, and I saw what happened before I could even sort of opt out. And so I just know that I need to get myself together. And I had a cup of coffee, and now I'm out here gonna play with a little fire, make myself feel better before I have to go inside and start on dinner. So the timber tote is a clean, simple campfire. As you can see, it's a single log. Here, the hole in the top, as well as on the side. We've had this one for a while. As you can see, the paper looks a little faded. But this stick here, I'm just gonna take it off and light that up. You can burn this for up to 2 hours. And you can actually do this indoors. It's safe for cooking, but of course, you just stick it in your fireplace. If you don't have a fireplace, don't get it. Otherwise, of course, just use it outside. So we're gonna go ahead and get started and see what this is like. Oh, actually, before I do that, I am out here sort of kind of by myself. So I'm going to get this harpoon set up. Hopefully I can remember how to do it. This is a walking stick. It's very sturdy, by the way. It's got a compass on this side, but it has a harpoon. And let's see here. Oh, there it is. So, and the reason why I'm getting this set up is because we have, we got some wildlife out here. And since I'm by myself, I want to make sure that I am able to defend myself. Here we go. Of course, you want to be careful when you're handling this. Normally I'll have gloves, but I was just trying to get out the house as quickly as I can. Give me my little me time before I start chefing it up. So gators, cougars, I got a little something for you if you get too close. Anyway, I got something else too, but this is what we're going to use on camera. Yeah, so this whole situation with the young man who lost his life on camera has been quite disturbing, I must say, because I am having a very human response to something horrific that happened to another human being. And it seems that, according to the internet, my response is inappropriate. And I think that, the way that people are reacting to this whole situation, this very public execution, is quite alarming. I'm 40 years old, and when I tell you that no one ever in my life has ever found it appropriate to celebrate the death of someone, it just makes me really worried about where we are in society. I'm breaking this thing all up. Am I doing the right thing? I knew I should have brought some tools with me. Well, there's that. And I have got to get more pockets with dresses with pockets. All right. It's on fire. I love a good flame. These love bugs are the absolute worst. Now, I never thought in my life that I would hate anything as much as mosquitoes. But I feel like love bugs are a close second. So anyway, this whole situation and the way that people are reacting, it makes me feel like, society has hit a new low. It's always been, in my entire life, people have always said, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. You never talk about the dead. You never, speak ill of the dead. And there's all types of people celebrating, and it's just like, people are just so different now. Ooh, that's a nice flame right there. I like it. Oh yeah. Look at that. And we have another one. I don't know how much this one costs, but we have another one. I found it, similar one. I found it at Walmart for like $10. And it's in the RV, so I can't wait to use that. But as you can see, you can just heat up water, put that there, and you can make coffee. Like, that's my thing. I have a recent blog post where I talk about all the different ways that you can make coffee without power. And as you can see, this is a great one. You can just boil water and you can use your French press. That's a nice one. Oh yeah, I feel way better. So this week has been a little wild. We went to Virginia to take care of some business and went to a game. Shout out to Michael Vick. As I was getting back, we got back home to Georgia and getting back into my normal routine. And then, I see this video of this young man's life being taken on such a public, I mean, it doesn't matter what the video, where he was. It was just so jarring to me. I never seen anything like that, because I knew that in that moment, there was no way he could have survived after that hit. And so my phone died yesterday before I had that opportunity to finish my thought, but I left off saying that, when I saw the young man take that shot, it was just something that he was not going to be able to survive. And that, witnessing that imagery was very traumatic for me. And so I just want to say, don't allow anyone to shame you into, or shame you about having a human reaction to something so traumatic. I don't know if most people are used to seeing gruesome things like that, but that's the feeling that I get. I never want to get to that point where I'm able to witness something and I can't feel. But anyway, as a prepper, it's very important to know what's going on, and it's also important to pay attention to public sentiment. We are all connected, whether we like it or not. We are all connected, and a situation that has reached such a global, really, it's global news. And for a situation like that, it has implications for everyone if people decide to continue to escalate. People are fed up. They're fed up for many different reasons. And so I think that it's just so important to know, like, we really have to get our stuff in order. We have to practice our preps. We have to get organized. And that includes me too. We have some time on the calendar to reorganize our bug out bags and to practice certain skills. And if you don't know where to start, I would advise you to check out eagleeyeprepping.com. We have resources that can help you figure out what to do for your situation. And, just keep your eyes on the news. Don't live in fear, but just have a level of awareness that's going to be conducive to your survival. Have a level of mental preparedness, and that's really key. And that's one thing that I learned from this situation, witnessing such a gruesome, traumatic image and understanding how something like that impacts my emotions. It made me feel sad for a couple days. I had to make a decision yesterday that I need to move forward and look at the lessons and not sit in my emotions. And I understand that if I witness something like that in real life, it may be even worse, but at least I know what something like that can do to me. And I never want to be at that place where I'm completely desensitized to something that gruesome. You know, that's just not a good place to be in. But you know, I talked to my husband about it, and this is the first time that I'm really sharing it with anyone else. And leave a comment below. You know, was that something that was really traumatic for you? Are people shaming you for having an emotional response to it? I don't think you need to know really anything about what this gentleman or this young man was about in order to feel something, you know. And I'm really concerned about where things are in America, globally, but, you know, of course, specifically at home in America. And I think that, you know, we just got to be vigilant. And it's something that I keep hearing is that it's a fight for, you know, between good versus evil. Evil doesn't know a color. Evil doesn't know, it can be found in any human. And we just have to pay attention, stay prayed up, but also do the work. Prepare yourself for whatever. And as usual, I'm going to remind you that no one is coming to save you, but you absolutely have the power to save yourself.